Thousands of people are fighting for clean drinking water in North Carolina after a plant dumped chemicals into the Cape Fear River for decades.
It was the focus of our latest WRAL documentary, Forever Chemicals, North Carolina's Toxic Tap Water, which premiered last night. Investigative documentary reporter Kristen Severance shows us how this environmental crisis turned ordinary people, including kids, into advocates.
I'm Abigail Herman, and I am 13 years old.
Abigail Herman doesn't really remember life before kidney cancer. She was diagnosed at just 4 years old.
And by that time, it had spread to both my lungs also. I had to go through about 3 months, I think, of chemotherapy.
Mom, Chris Herman, remembers every tough treatment.
She was so innocent and so trusting, and you just saw, just her soul break.
Abigail is in remission. Now the family is helping to fight a different battle, one for clean water.
My doctor told me that I have to drink water to keep my kidneys healthy, and that is one of the best ways to keep them healthy, and it's like my medicine, yet then the water here is poisoned.
The Hermans live in Wilmington, one of several counties who get their drinking water supply from the Cape Fear River. As we showed you in our recent WRAL doc, Forever Chemicals, a facility in Fayetteville dumped chemicals and byproducts into the Cape Fear River for decades, contaminating the drinking supply for hundreds of thousands of people. The chemicals are part of a class of compounds known as PFAS, dangerous man-made toxins called forever chemicals because they never break down and build up in our bodies and the environment. Forever chemicals have been linked to negative health problems, including cancer, liver damage, and birth defects.
When you read that, what did you think?
I was so mad. I was so mad. We all were. My daughter was mad.
The Hermans are part of Clean Cape Fear, a group started by mom-turned-advocate Emily Donovan.
The subcommittee will come to order.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the subcommittee for elevating the issue of PFAS water.
You know, when I testified before Congress, I just told them our contamination story, and I told them the human impacts.
These are the filling stations.
Clean Cape Fear is one of many nonprofits pushing for change and accountability. Chemours, a subsidiary of DuPont, owns the plant. A 2019 consent order between DEQ and Chemours forced the company to stop polluting PFAS into the air and water surrounding the plant.
The reason I brought my lawsuit is because I know that more people were affected. People all downstream have been affected.
Clean Cape Fear sued the EPA, trying to force them to require Chemours to pay for an independent research program on 54 PFAS found in the air, soil, water, and people's blood. A judge dismissed the lawsuit. The group recently filed a complaint with the United Nations Human Rights Commission to stop Chemours from expanding.
My biggest fear is that the water is probably going to harm more people.
Abigail has told her story at several events.
Okay, well, we now have this story. Let's start telling it and see if our story helps change anything.
We were with the family when they went to Duke Children's Hospital for Abigail's annual checkup.
It's been a while.
Her kidney cancer is still gone, but now she has skin cancer.
And it is a secondary cancer from the results of the first cancer because it was so much radiation that she had. But everything we did and all the choices we made and the doctor made was to save her 4-year-old life. It was necessary, because if we didn't do that, I don't think we'd have a 13-year-old Abigail, so. We like 13-year-old Abigail. That's right.
I'm WRAL investigative documentary reporter Kristen Severance.
You're okay. You're okay.
An important topic, and you can watch the entire documentary on WRAL.com under the documentary tab.